Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I know I am. Sorry for the little bit of delay. I was speaking to my mom for a while, so my time got a little pushback. Okay, before we begin, listen, today we're talking about what is happening in Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean right now. It's not only in Jamaica. Cuba is experiencing a lot of flooding. It is really dangerous down there, and I want to talk about that a little bit today. I also would like to talk about just a little bit of the other celebrity news that's been happening all over. Um, because it's still entertaining and I guess, to lighten up the mood after we speak on Jamaica, okay? Before we begin, y'all already know the vibe. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you already know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to me on my other social media accounts. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all accounts. Please follow. Please subscribe, y'all. Please subscribe. Go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get you one of our dope ass pieces of merches. We have sweaters, we have scarves like one I'm wearing today. We have bonnets, we have mugs, we have a lot of beautiful merchandise. Okay. Last but certainly not, it's acting up today, boy. Okay. Last but certainly not least, don't forget to donate to the channel if you can. I guess they said late is better than never. Whatever. StreamYard is acting up today, but whatever. If you could donate to the channel, it'll thoroughly be appreciated. Okay. Okay. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. How is everyone doing? I hope you are all safe. I hope you are all well. There's a lot of things happening. And I really want to talk about Jamaica. I want to talk about, I probably going to talk about Snap as well a little bit because people are really showing their asses. Okay. Let me start with Snap. Can we start with Snap just a little bit? These people are really showing their asses, and we have been grandmothered up for a long time, and we have been prepared for what we knew was going to happen. Okay, shout out to my community, because at the end of the day, we are a community and we will always be okay. Okay, I tell you all the time, my neighbor comes over here at least twice a freaking week with something she trying to stuff in my hand, and vice freaking versa, because that's just what community does. Okay, people people are really out here wishing for our failure, our destruction, for our kids to apparently, they think our children are going to starve to death. You know that old saying, we're rubber, you're glue. And I'm I'm not taken aback. I'm not surprised. We're not shocked. We know these people will burn their own house down, okay, to try to catch us on flames. And it's literally happening. So apparently, I think they said the end of the month, the food stamps is over. Like, as a community in general, we will be all right. We're not, we gonna be okay. We fine. We know how to be poor. People who don't have it know how to continue to not fucking have it. Okay, we know how to be a community. We have each other. Okay, that is a magnificent, fantastic thing about being black. Okay, in this world, period. I'm not even going to say in this country. In this world, in this country, yes, especially, of course, but like in this world, we will not allow each other to just, that's just not how we do things. It's a beautiful thing about with having culture and having community, and being and knowing that we will always be there for each other. Y'all know I got bags of rice, okay, and if I got to be cupping it out to my neighbors, that's just what the fuck we gonna be doing, because what else would we do? Other people should be more worried about their lack of community and how that's going to affect them. How they say you start to spit on other people and the wind will blow that shit back in your face. And that's what's happening. Okay, they done ripped down half of the White House. That's a fucking omen on its own. Y'all know I don't be into the things, but I don't be into the church and I don't be into the things. I will say I have been praying lately. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't be into the things like that. And like, I don't know what I don't. Well, I guess it's not for us to understand. Let's just keep it a buck. It's not for us to understand. We could never understand why certain peoples do what they do, and will allow their own self-destruction in an attempt to try to destroy others. Like, it's never that deep for us. Okay, so at the end of the day, we will all be fine. At the end of the day, yeah. So now let's turn to Jamaica. Okay, if you don't, well, Jamaica is going through it right now. I'm pulling up some articles. I'm not even gonna pull it on the screen. I'm gonna just speak on it. Let's first go to AccuWeather, right? Um, Hold on one second. Let me click out of here. One second. Let me click out of here. And wait, what? Oh, yes. Sorry. One second. I completely forgot. Wait, I put this thing down without even checking. Okay, just checking. Somebody passing my door. Okay, just checking. But I do, hold on, before we even get into it, I want to say thank you and shout out to Sharita. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed the video we made yesterday. Sharita really enjoyed it. And she sent a donation yesterday after she saw the video. I appreciate y'all, even when y'all, especially when y'all said we sending the donations after the live stream. I really fucks with y'all because I know y'all fucks with me. So cha-chang, chang. Changs the rules. Thank you, Sarita, for your donation. It was thoroughly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad the words that I said yesterday were able to touch a lot of you. Life be life, and we can't control. And again, just kind of also like what also previously said about the situation with staff and how people trying to cut their nose. We're apparently the nose to spite their whole fucking face. Okay, the whole country. We can't control what anyone else does. No fucking body, not one of these hoes. But we could control what we do. We could control who we are, the kind of people that we are, and what we actually allow into our lives and allow to have us, I don't know, disturbed and all of this shit. So I appreciate you, Sharita. I appreciate you all. And yeah, thank you for the donation. Okay. And again, all donations are thoroughly appreciated. All the information is going across the screen below. Hold on. Let me click the shit. Okay. So, can I say something before I read this article? So, I had this information given to me last night from some I had this information. Okay, it doesn't matter. So Jamaicans, one, they can't really, it's an island. It's not like Texas or something where you can move, where you can drive or fly or whatever. One, to even leave, the country and to come to America, you need visas and all of this stuff, right? Immigration and all of this stuff. So a lot of people can't necessarily escape. And we have to remember it's a freaking island at the end of the day. It's an island in the middle of the ocean. And most of the people can't fucking leave to go where. Okay, leave to go where. We remember this happened, I think it was in the Bahamas. No, it was in Barbados, I believe, or the Bahamas, like last year, whatever. And the water was actually, I have not looked at any of the Jamaican pictures yet, so hopefully this is not the same thing, but I heard it's bad. So, but I remember, I think it was Barbados, I'm not sure. Maybe one of them. Okay, and the water literally was like up. People were showing videos where the water was up to like their second floor in their homes. Okay, you got to remember, a lot of these places have been devastated before, right? Ain't a lot of skyscrapers. A lot of people live on one level homes and shacks and situations, okay, because that's just what they can afford to live in. And if water is reaching up to the second floor, in the Bahamas and whatever, then God knows the devastation. Okay. Also, again, people can't leave because, like, leave to go where? England might, because they're an English territory, but still, yeah. So England, but like people ain't got it like that. Shit, we don't got it like that. We live in a fucking America. We live in freaking America and we don't have it like that. And then also another thing, and I'm gonna say this because what my homegirl told me this last night. And I know it, but I guess it wasn't at the forefront. A lot of people are scared to leave their properties because they feel like if they leave, the the people who are laughing about the food stamps, the people who think that we gonna suffer and they not gonna suffer, those people are gonna come up and buy up their shit. Jamaica is a beautiful place. Jamaica's a beautiful place. They gonna come and like try to take people's land, like kind of like what they're doing over in Gaza right now, kind of like what they did in Louisiana when things went awry, kind of like what they doing to the farmers now, crashing them out so they could buy them for the pennies on the dollar. Y'all already know the vibes. To the Jamaican, a lot of the Jamaicans, one, they can't go nowhere. Two, if they feel like if they leave, people are just, their land just gonna get fucking taken from them because you black. Because you black. We ain't gotta have this conversation. We grandma in over here, okay? So we know what's up. So I want to say that. I didn't think about that part, but that part. I didn't think about that part, but that part, like to go try to, even if it was, like maybe in the middle of the island, don't get flooded, which, it's in the middle of the ocean. I don't see that, how that could, whatever, you know, they still might end up losing their homes from developers and all of this shit, right? We already know the vibes. I'm hoping and praying that whatever happens after the fact, real shit, that they get their assistance to rebuild from the African continent. Can I say that? I'm gonna put that out there. They don't need no assistance to rebuild from Orangina or any of the hateful people in America. Okay. If they're gonna get, when they get assistance, I'm hoping that they're able to get their assistance from the continent. And yeah. So let's continue. Um White is my favorite color. I know it's not a color. I know, but I love white. Thank you so much. Bright colors, I love bright colors. So yes. She said, praying for my ancestors and loved ones in Jamaica. Me too. I know a lot of Jamaicans, and I'm just like, I'm afraid to open Facebook. Can I keep it a buck with you? I'm afraid to open Facebook. I don't open Facebook like that anyway. I stream to it on my, on the Jovi Beauty page, but like my personal page with my, friends and family and shit, I'm kind of afraid to open Facebook because I have Jamaican friends. I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, we have Americans from the South in Brooklyn, Americans from, black people from the South, black people from the Caribbean, black people from every fucking where live in Brooklyn. We know everybody, and I'm afraid to open it and see what could be. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you, and it's still going on. But let's get to this article. This is from AccuWeather. Let's start with AccuWeather and work our way, I guess, down because it's AccuWeather. It says total devastation. Hurricane Melissa leaves trails of destruction, flooding in Jamaica. The most intense Atlantic hurricane of 2025 made landfall near New Hope, Jamaica on Tuesday, following by a second landfall in Cuba early on Monday as the monstrous storm sliced across the Caribbean. The most powerful Atlantic hurricane of 2025 has plowed into Jamaica after days of unleashing heavy. I saw a picture of the airport. We'll get there. After days of, you can't even fly out Jesus. After days of unleashing heavy rain, strong winds, and pounding surfs across the Caribbean, the Category 5, this shit is a Category 5, y'all. Storm was at peak strength when it roared ashore on Tuesday. Melissa, hear me, like I can't read. Melissa made landfall near New Hope, Jamaica at 1 p.m. Tuesday as a Category 5 with maximum sustained winds at 185 miles per hour. Jesus Christ. It was the first time an Atlantic storm made landfall as a Category 5 since Hurricane Doreen in 2019. It made a second landfall near Cuba at 3:10 this morning as a category 3. So it hit yesterday Jamaica at a Category 5, and this morning at like 3 a.m. it hit Cuba at a category 3. Kingston, Jamaica capital, was spared the worst of the hurricane, thank God, but western parts of the island experienced total devastation. According to Daryl Van, the Jamaican Minister of Energy, Transportation, and Telecommunications. Officials added that there is a total communication blackout in the region that took the brunt of Melissa's wrath on Tuesday. There's a lot of flooding around the city. Storm chaser Bryce Shelton told AccuWeather Tuesday evening, while Maidenville, Jamaica, there are homes that are submerged. There are cars submerged. It's basically impossible to get out of the city. At least 7 fatalities have already been reported across the Caribbean due to monstrous hurricanes, which have been slowly tracking near Haiti, the Dominican Republic. You know, Haiti and DR are the same island, right? But whatever. And Jamaica for days. Jesus Christ. I'm about to pull this picture up. Hold on. I'm about to pull this picture up and then we're going to go back to reading. I want y'all to see this picture. Y'all see this? Y'all see how big this bitch is? Y'all see how big this bitch is? Oh my God. And we got to remember, like, it's an island. Like, we a country. It come through, it fuck up Texas, or wherever, but like, it totally, or parts of Texas, it totally engulfed the whole island and more. Jesus. All right, let's get back to this. Where's my article? Here it go. Let me move it. Let me close it so I can continue reading. At least 7 fatalities have been reported across the Caribbean due to the storm, tracked near Haiti, DR, and Jamaica for days. Early images emerged from the Caribbean showing widespread flooding and multiple roofs being blown off large buildings. Tourists who couldn't leave Jamaica before Melissa's arrival experienced the storm's full force and are now temporarily stranded on the island due to flight cancellations because the airport is destroyed. I saw a picture of the air. I think I saw that on Twitter. I'm gonna show y'all. We just had to hunker down in our rooms and ride the storm out, Deborah Shields told AccuWeather in an interview Wednesday morning. She is one of more than a dozen tourists from the United States who are at the Grand Palisades Jamaican Resort. My friends just went to Jamaica a month ago for a wedding. Wow. Okay, so she said we're doing fine, we're all okay. They're not doing fine, but you know how us black people are. We going we're like, we ain't dead, so we all right. Yeah, we ain't dead, so we all right. Fucking hell. The sound, she said, the sound I don't think I'll ever forget. Shields recalled the door sounding like it was about to break down. In fact, there's a big crack in the door now because of the winds. It sounded like somebody was grabbing the handle and pushing, trying to get in. It did that for hours. It was one of the scariest things I ever experienced in my life. I would have been petrified. I'm saying I would have been petrified. She didn't say that. I would have been petrified. It may take many days for the full damage assessment to be completed. However, based on expert analyst analysis by I'm like I can't read today. I don't know what the fuck. By AccuWeather, primarily damage and economic loss estimates for Jamaica is $22 billion. Okay, there's no infrastructure in the region that can withstand a Category 5. Prime Minister Andrew Holness said, according to the Associated Press. The question now is the speed of recovery. That's the challenge. Conditions deteriorated across Jamaica Monday and Monday night as Melissa approached, with mandatory evacuations issued in areas where the worst of the flood and storm surge were expected. The Storm chaser Brandon Clement is in Jamaica and warned that a humanitarian crisis may unfold in the wake of Melissa due to the unexpected widespread devastation. It's going to take months for things to even begin to resemble normalcy after this. It's just a really bad situation. That's what he said. It's the strongest hurricane of 2025. Melissa testified into a Category 5 on Monday, became the third storm of the year to be classified at the top of the whatever the shit that they track storms with, joining Aaron and Humberto. Humberto Papi, I just me. All right. It went on to become the strongest of the three, with maximum sustained winds peaking at 185 Tuesday morning. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. Hold on. This shit. Jesus Christ. All right, so let's go out. Let's see about Cuba now, shall we? I'm clicking right now onto NBC News. Please don't, if you're here, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for the latest content. Okay, so this is NBC. My bad, I was about to say ABC. NBC News. Hurricane Melissa live update. Category 2. Thank God it went down to a Category 2. Slams into Cuba after devastating Jamaica. What we know. It says Melissa made landfall in Cuba this morning as an extremely dangerous Category 3 hurricane. Okay, at 11 a.m. Eastern, the Category 2 storm moved off of Cuba and is now in the Atlantic Ocean, headed towards the Bahamas. Jesus Christ. It is expected to bring heavy rain and flooding to the southeast Bahamas. Melissa made landfall in Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane. Oh crap. Why they make me read all of that and then put the pop-up? Like, I hate when they do that. So they're moving on to the Bahamas, but I'm about to open this. What is this? BBC. Let's open it. I was about to click on NPR, but BBC seems to be extremely active. And I'm going to click on the BBC because the BBC still kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's still officially or unofficially, they are, a lot of the Caribbean are still, or up until recently, were what do you call, colonies of Britain. Okay, that's why that's why you find a lot of Caribbean descent people in England. Okay, so live reports, live update. Okay, so let me read the summary before I get to the live report. It says people are stuck on roofs after Jamaica's strongest ever hurricane, a minister says, as most of the country remains without power. At least 20 people, including 10 children, are reported to have passed in river floods in Haiti, which is in the east of Jamaica. So, like, it's devastating everywhere. Damn. After crossing Jamaica, Melissa hit Cuba, bringing 115 miles an hour wind. and life-threatening storm surges. The night was terrifying, one man in Cuba tells us. It sounded like a tornado. I was awake all night. The hurricane is now moving northeast towards the Bahamas and Bermuda. Fuck, it's going to Bermuda too. Jesus. They got, oh my God. Let me pull this up again. They got drone shots. Let me pull this up. Fishing is a crucial part. Yes. If you don't know, Caribbeans eat a lot of fish because, devastated. Look at this shit. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Let me go. Let's see what more they're gonna show us. Oh, okay. Let me just leave it up because they got pictures back to back. Hold on. Let's look. I hope everyone send listen. Let's take a second before we look at these pictures. We're gonna send good thoughts and prayers to our Caribbean brothers and sisters. Pray that everyone, as much people as possible are safe and they are able to rebuild and not lose out and not lose everything. Hope they're able to retain their land. Hope they're able to rebuild, sooner than later. And I'm hope they're able to get assistance from the continent and won't be forced to put themselves in a far dire a far dire situation. Just real quick. All right, let's go back. All right, this is Cuba. Shit just fucked up. Can you just imagine you walking down the street and the roof on the top of the roof of your home is on the fucking floor? Oh my gosh. You know what it takes for trees to be pulled out from the damn root? This is in Jamaica. Jesus Christ. Violent rains in southern Haiti forced thousands into shelter. Like, the only good thing I'm going to say personally is that they make, I'm not going to just say Black people in general, because they do it in Africa too. Unlike here, where we use a lot of drywall and wood and whatever the frick they use to build homes. Down in the Caribbean and most of Africa, lots of the Caribbean, Central America, South America, they build with cement. The walls are cement, so that at least might be a little helpful in the situation. But like, they're like cinder blocks, like cement. They're not building with wood and some shit that's gonna fly away easily. So hopefully that is beneficial to the situations down there. Okay, so we're gonna pray for that. Families have been sheltered in school and churches in Haiti. Jesus Christ. It said, as we mentioned, Haiti is expected to see catastrophic flash flooding and landslides in some parts today, which has forced several thousand people into shelters across the country. Many homes have been washed away on the coast. Says, like, oh my God. You can see many roofs have been taken off. People are clearing the debris with their bare hands. Shout out to us. Shout out to us. Jesus, people are clearing debris with their bare hands. You can see many. Okay, we said that. What I said, Ben Menyana. I guess that's the guy. Okay, yeah, he works for World Relief. Says 3,000 people are in shelters in the south of the country. A lot of the shelters are churches, which are supported by his team in the field. But much of the relief work is being supported by friends and neighbors. Amen. Amen. I don't even do Christianity. Y'all know that. I don't even do church. Y'all know that. Amen. A fucking man. Because before I even got to this article, what did I say? We always gonna have us. What it. But much of the relief work is being supported by friends and neighbors. Uh, Tyrannical winds, violent rains, and flooding had destroyed crops across the country's south, he added. Baby, I put money. No, I'm not going to put money on it. I believe in my soul. I've been telling y'all about what's been happening in the Sahel nations, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Chad. Everybody is riding. I'm telling you. I'm oh, I know it. I feel it in my soul. It just came to me. They about to fix. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Jamaica wonder what their future will be like, the minister said. It's not going to be an easy road, Jamaica, says the local government minister. He tells the press conference they've seen the extent of the damage and will do everything to ensure a speedy response to adhere to protocol and is within the law. He said he is sure people will have woken up this morning wondering what their future will be like. The government is here. We are committed, he says, adding the people of Jamaica can expect a comprehensive report on the status of the country in the coming hours. Wow. A baby was safely delivered by a midwife while Jamaica was being hit by, yeah, because a baby they don't know it's storming outside. They said they were receiving distress calls from people stuck on roofs in Montego Bay. Jesus Christ. He says the river overflowed with 16 feet of water, y'all. I could swim. I could float. I float real good. 16 feet of water until you, like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Y'all know I can't do too much. I get emotional and shit. Fucking crying on here. We ain't gotta be crying on here. Let me go into these comments. How's everybody? What are y'all thinking? I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna just drop the link because I don't know what else to do. But drop the link. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right. Yes, we are live. Morning, guys. Morning. She said the Carnival Association donated as well. I hope they will rebuild. I'm not gonna say I hope they will rebuild. We just gonna talk it into existence. This is what's gonna happen. Because I need to turn this around because I'm getting emotional. So let's turn this shit around. They will rebuild. Our good brother Abraham Traore will send whatever the fuck they need. Okay, they will build. They will replace what is broken with sturdy, beautiful homes. They will be able to keep their lands. Developers will not come in and swoop and take they shit. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The Bahamas, the Caribbean, the Cuba, even DR, but Cuba, DR, Jamaica, everybody, Haiti, everybody that affected, they are gonna build back and they are gonna build better. They're gonna be self-sustaining. They're gonna do it on our own. They're gonna grandmother the fuck up. If you don't know what I'm saying, you probably shouldn't be here. They're gonna grandfather up on this bitch. We grandmother up, but they gonna grandparents up on this bitch, and they gonna get their help. They gonna get their help. They gonna get their help, and it's not gonna cost them their decency. It's not gonna cost them their dignity. It's not gonna cost them their sovereignty. Okay, they're going to get the help from the Sahel nations. I put that on everything that I love. I know they are. Remember, them niggas opened the bank. They building their own shit. The Caribbean is right with them. If you, where was it? Sankara, if you don't, I'm gonna give you a little history. Sankara sent about 100 kids back in the 80s before they unalived him to Cuba to go learn medicine, to go do this, to go do that. They have a bond. They are going to rebuild. They won't lose their sovereignty. We are putting that out there, and they will rebuild better. They will develop more with what is given to them from the African people. Okay, because they actually want them to survive and sustain. And they won't have to pay with their dignity for it. They won't have to pay with their land for it. They won't have to hold their head down and be ashamed because they had to do what they had to do for it. And they will be built better, bigger, better, more sustainable. And next time something like this happens, they will be able to withstand it. Amen. With my non-church going self. St. Thomas. I seen the Montego Bay Airport. I don't know where I seen it. Hold on. Was it Twitter? Let me just go real quick to Twitter. I seen it. I was like, the airport. But like I said, wipe clean. This is wipe clean. Come on, do something. It's taking a sweet time. Give it a second, y'all. My bad. Child, they done popped. As soon as the shit came on, they talking about Glorilla. I don't care. Hurricane Jamaica. Hold on. You gotta be. So, I hate AI. AI need to be checked. Let me say that. AI need to be checked. Why did somebody then may try to make an AI of a shark going through the streets of Jamaica? I'm tired of these people. But let me pull this up. Again, they gonna do the wickedness is wicked all over the world, boy. Their wickedness is wicked. This is a report. Hold on, let me pop it. That just made my whole stomach, like as soon as I saw it, my whole stomach just cramped up, boy. All right. Jesus Christ. Look at it. Jesus. Rules gone. You know, and I'm saying the structures are probably still there because, like I said previously, in the Caribbean and the Central America and Africa, whatever people, well, we know what reasons. Cement keeps you cool in the winter, in the you know, keeps you cool when it's hot outside. And they make a lot of their buildings with cement. So thank God for that. Thank God for that. So let me pull this over here. Hold on. Let me close this out. Pull that over here. Let's see what else. Goodness gracious. Jamaican hospital. Look at the freaking hospital. The hospital is flooded. Hurricane Melissa destroyed the historic and national heritage site, the Black River Courthouse on the waterfront, known to only to have cases, but also a place showing the town's wealth, keeping town hall meetings, ball dances, and theaters. It was destroyed. It was destroyed. Well, it'll get rebuilt. It was destroyed, and it probably was destroyed because this is old as hell, and it probably was made. It was more than likely made by these people when they were enslaving them. Okay, and it's probably not made out of cement because you know what she got to say. Hold on, wait. I want to see what she got to say. Oh, I don't want to read that. Somebody said something stupid. I can't deal with these. I can't deal with. I don't want to deal with Caucasian experiences. What is this?
The gun church there, totally demolished. It's gone, down. The gun church there, totally demolished.
Demolished. Because it's bricks. Shit. Bricks. God. I don't know why he by the door. I don't know why the door. has corn in it before they feed it. That's a hospital. Shit. We saw that one.
Bumbo clot! Bumbo clot! My side and you see that? Yo!
Look at how it's just rushing down the fucking road. All right. I'm done with the pictures for right now. I'm done with the pictures for right now. I can't. All right. I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wanna come up, give me their opinions. We're not even talking about no celebrity news today. Not in this video. I'm kind of done. I can't do it. We're kind of done. All right. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. What's that? I don't know. Please follow. Please subscribe. All donations are thoroughly appreciated, etc., etc. Y'all know the vibes. All the information is going down below. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have also pinned my beacon so you know how to find me on all my other platforms. You can follow me over there. You go to my blog, you can do whatever, subscribe to my channel, connect, etc., etc., etc. It is horrible. Sure. Where you gonna send it? Send it to the IG. Yeah, send it before we and I'll pull it up. um Okay, you sent it to me on Instagram. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Goodness gracious, boy. This is for whatever reason is acting stupid. I think I gotta restart the computer after I finish. Come on, man. Where you sent it? Hold on. Yeah, I just saw what you just sent me, Bree. It's a whole thing. Yeah. Again, they stealing people homes, people brownstones, all of that. Once use the mobile app to view. Okay, it says I could only view it on the mobile app, and I could only be viewed once. Let me pull it up on the mobile app and show y'all. Hold on. Yeah, they're out here. It wasn't good enough that they've been buying a lot of people brownstones and homes here in Brooklyn, the gentrifiers. At this point, because I keep telling y'all, we still own a lot of homes. They're literally out here stealing people's homes, making fake deeds and all of this shit um to steal our homes, you know? Hold on. Don't judge my nail. Oh, look at this shit, boy. Oh my god. Thank you, Fruits, for sending this for us. Jeez, look at that. Burger King fucked up, boy. Everything fuck up. Jesus Christ. Just devastation, boy. Just devastation. Thank you so much, Fruits, for sending that. Um, I hope all your family is safe. I hope everyone is safe. I really and truly hope everyone is safe. Damn. Thank you so much, Fruits. I appreciate you sending that. Yeah. But it's not with us. Yeah. We just have to hold on. We're gonna survive any and everything. Hold on, it's my mom. Yeah, okay, sorry. Maybe that's why I started this video the way I started this video. Maybe that's why I started this video the way I started this video. Maybe that's why this person is knocking down the White House on purpose. Maybe that's why people are about to be starving and out of here. And those people won't be us. It's quite crazy. Maybe that's why certain things need, maybe, and I said this previously, you know, I've said this and I'm gonna say it again. Fuck it. We here. Um, I think the worst thing we have ever done, we as in we, were when the Moors taught them how to get rid of the plagues, aka to wash themselves, to not eat next to their poop, their dog's poop, those things. Because we know in like a span of like 100, like they were just getting banged by these plagues, these man-made, you call it man-made, they're not, just unhygienic reasons why they were banged and banged and banged and banged with these plagues. And we went up there as the decent human beings that we are. And maybe God didn't want them here no more. And maybe, and I've said this before, we have a caller, I'm gonna get to you in a minute. I've said maybe, just maybe, just give me a moment, let me cook. Maybe our punishment is over. And I think it's over. What is our punishment? Because when God said they weren't supposed to be here, we weren't supposed to go up there and save them. We can't save them. Maybe that's why we all have the renowned urge to step the fuck back now. Because in the grand scheme of things, all of this foolishness that we have been going through is just a second in the time of this earth, in the time of we have been here. Maybe, just let me cook. Maybe those plagues for real, were meant to do what the fuck the plagues are meant to do. And maybe we going in there and up there and interfering, and we had to be punished for that. So we would no longer interfere in those situations. Like right now, we're not going to beg you and try to convince you that, you and your children and people who look like you are going to be the one who are going to starve. That's not for us. We're over here in our communities. Maybe it's all meant to be the way the way it's supposed to be, because it was always supposed to be this way. They're 8% of the global population, and they keep getting whacked, and they keep whacking themselves. Maybe because we cannot comprehend what they can't comprehend. Maybe God didn't give them those comprehension skills for a reason. Maybe they are meant to do this. They are meant to cause it all on their own. So when it happens, I got you, Jamie. Let me cook. So when it happens, we will stand back this time. We won't be trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho no more. I got you now. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Joe, and everyone. I'm okay. Right into this is going to piggyback right off of what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
They keep saying, people keep saying the point is cruelty. No, the point is death. Stephen Miller, as the advisor, said that he wants the population of America down to 100 million. They cut SNAP. I don't think they intend on cutting it back off.
I
They've
don't think
been
it's
cut.
coming back on either.
Yeah,
Done is
they,
done.
yeah, they're gonna see. Oh, they can live without it. Is what they're gonna say. We got no Noah, no, nobody, nothing to tell us when the what you call it's are coming. We
Yeah.
have to depend on other services.
Yep.
And right here is we're tornado here in Texas. Is the wind is blowing so hard that it sounds like my garage door is gonna blow in. But anyway, cruelty, not cruelty is not the point. Death is. They've cut, like I said, they cut the staff. They're cutting Medicaid, right?
Yeah.
They cut WIC back. That's babies, infants. You know, WIC. How, how unless you're evil,
They
and that's what they are.
they
They are evil.
yes. No shade, just tea.
All tea.
No
They're
shade, just
evil,
tea.
wicked. Um.
And
Uh.
what you wish on others will come to you.
Exactly.
And they can't see it. And
Exactly.
I don't think God made is meant for them to see.
We're gonna say not all of them. Brian get it,
Well, not all, of course, but
but yeah,
majority of
but
people at this point.
it's like, but the thing is, we never should. And I talked to Mahogany about this. We never should have taken the money for our institutions, our HBCUs. We never should have taken state money. Their job is, oh, that's what I was going to tell you about, to defund America. The first assault on us was the government jobs under the guise of what was it, waste, fraud, and abuse. That was the
Oh,
first
yeah.
thing. So 300,000 women plus lost their jobs in the federal government. Second, he made the federal government, like the government buildings, all that stuff. He made it where it's black and whites only. You think that's not going to come into play? People have forgotten because he
Yeah.
did it early in the year.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways that he's trying to control, obviously, black folk. Black women who have those jobs aren't going to be able to get in. They're not even going to be able to, like, if this lets up, they're not even going to be able to get a federal government job
Yeah.
because you're not allowed in the building. That's what they're doing. Now, if y'all haven't read the Seven Mountains Mandate, you need to read it. We've been preaching about this stuff for years since 2021 now. But so that then what do you do? An assault on the military. Black men have the problem with razor bumps. So that's where he's taking where they're trying to get the black men out the military. Marines are make up 20%. Army probably makes up even more. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's putting black men, a lot of black men out of jobs. And also white women, but we're not worried about them.
Yeah.
They got the safety net. At least, yeah, well, it's an assault on all poor people, period.
Yeah.
They're gonna get everybody out of here. They're even going after the Asians now, and I'm not talking about the ones at the plant in Georgia. This
Mm-hmm.
just happened a couple of days ago.
Canal Street is damn near dead here
Yep,
here in New York City.
I
I'm at.
could, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where they do the bags and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, it makes complete sense because yeah, they're not. Then and oh, ICE increased their, which the government, ICE increased their weapons by 700%. The buying of weapons by 700%. This is not going away.
It's not. But you know what? And I'm gonna say this because I've said
Uh,
this before. What was happening in our community during the Great Depression?
yes,
We were having renaissance.
yeah,
We were
we
having
did.
we when they were talking about they had 12 children and 9, 10 of them died. We were still having our children.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's not going to turn out the way they think it's going to turn out.
That's right. Because they're not with the plan. I think what the plan is for them to defund us like that, and they think the white people are gonna have more babies, and they think we're going to come into their house. We're not gonna have no jobs, so we're gonna come into their houses and be nannies and run their houses again. They're doing all the cooking and all that. That's what they think. And the black men are gonna be caddies again, or they can run the ball, dribble the ball, and for the white people entertainment, like they used to do back in the day, having slaves boxing each other for entertainment. That this is what they think they're going to do. They're getting everybody else out, and they're just gonna leave. They're gonna leave white folk and black folk, and black folk are going to bend to their will, is what they want.
It's
And
not
all
happening.
the Christian nationalism is white Christian nationalism. When they say Christian nationalism, don't be fooled. It's white Christian nationalism. And close to what Hitler did.
Yeah.
I know I've taken up a lot, but I just want people, I don't think people, even that 7 million that protested, I think there should have been more. People are not, I don't think people, yeah, I think these white people are going to have to hurt, really hurt.
Really hurt. And that's the shame. But again, it's not just like it wasn't for the Moors to help them. It
Yep.
ain't for us to go outside and help them. They gotta
Nope.
help themselves and they not going to. And by the time they realize that, half of them are not gonna be here no more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what happens because, like you said, they need it should have been all of them,
Yeah.
but it wasn't because they don't understand community and culture. They
Yeah.
cannot. It's for self, and that's why they're gonna starve to death.
Yep.
They're going to
That's
let their
right.
neighbors' children starve. They're going to let their sisters and brothers, literal sisters and brothers, starve.
Yep. Yep. Sure is. And just like and I'm saying, I'm about to say Mexicans, but here in Texas, we have Mexicans. There, y'all have Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. So here it's Mexicans. So I want to know how they're going to put Texans, and California too has Mexicans, how they're going to put Mexicans who have been here, whose families have been here for centuries. What are they going to do with them? That's my question. What are they going to do with them?
Yeah. Longer than that. They've been here since before these people been here. Since
That,
before.
that's why I was saying centuries. They my family goes back in Texas longer than Trump's family goes back here in America.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And most black folk are the same way. They're still immigrants who stayed too long on this or on this land. I'm okay. I'm getting along with it. I am upset. I'm highly upset. Is the thing. I am. I'm highly upset.
That's understandable. It's like, look what the fuck is happening.
Are y'all and I know I can't hear, but y'all, if you drop it in the chat, if y'all here, drop it, and you can drop it in the chat. Are y'all making plans to leave the United States? Because we know how Jim Crow went, and that's what they're doing. They're not removing the Civil Rights Act. They're not removing the Voter Rights Act. They're going around it by gerrymandering. Texas is only going to have 2 black seats. North Carolina only has 1 black seat. Um, um, Missouri is, I think they're getting down to 2 black seats. That's the way it happened in the late 1970s, 1870s.
Mm.
And then Jim Crow snapped down on us, on our elders and ancestors. It snapped down. My mother and father were born during Jim Crow in the 1950s.
Yeah.
So it has not been that long. I can remember during the 80s, both my aunts, they were getting ready to go out to the club because this club took what had just started accepting black people, right? They went there and they told them they were too dark. And so they came home. It was like, wait, where y'all? Because I was all with them. I was the only kid, so and they came back because they were the only they were too dark, is what they told them. This, like I said, I don't. This will be Jim Crow all over, Jim Crow 2.0, and I don't want to be here for that. I don't even know if the midterms are gonna go through. I mean, Russia has elections too. Elections,
Yeah.
elections.
Yeah.
So they have that too. So I don't know that I even want to stay through midterms. I am trying to get the F out of here to Canada before Jim Crow snaps the Jim Crow 2.0 snaps down on all of us. And all of you out there listening, I urge you, if you don't have a passport, get your passport.
Boy.
And I've been looking at asylum for Canada and getting stuff together, documents and stuff together. Because as Black women, we are a persecuted people here in America.
Yeah.
So I've been getting my stuff together. Just, uh, I don't want to leave, but who
It's your
can stay with that on the horizon?
choice. Yeah. You ain't gonna have no choice.
So anyway, okay, I'll let y'all go, but I'm just dropping down. I'm still listening.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right. Y'all, I don't, we know this shit bad. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Um, as a community, we have each other. Um, evil incarnate is on full display. Okay, you know, I keep saying it. I don't know why I keep saying it, but y'all know I'm not. I don't do the church. I ain't been, but I guess ever since November and the overwhelming calm before the storm hit all of us. I don't know if it's God. I don't know if it's the universe. I don't know if it's the ancestors, but something is telling us to prepare for what the fuck will come. We will survive. A lot of us gonna have to run and get the fuck up out of here. Okay, they won't. I saw a picture of some old lady that they had picking fucking cotton. I don't know the fuck she was picking down in Florida, scared to death. Like, we just. That's why I can't even be focused so much. Like, I can't focus on the celebrity news is a key and shit, but like it's a fucking distraction at the end of the day. And I'm not saying it's intentionally distract. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I don't care. It's distracting to what is actually happening in the fucking world. Um and it's not good. Again, I believe that they're setting themselves up for destruction. I believe that with everything in my fucking soul. That the ignorance of it all, you know, things never go the way you plan. And these people are planning horrific things. And like they say, we're rubber, you're glue. It's gonna go back to you. It is not lost on me that this is the time in all the history, and this is the time that the African nations are locking in and locking down and saying F y'all, pay us, and are looking out for all of us. I don't give a fuck where your people on the boat landed, whether it was in the Caribbean, whether it was here, whether you ain't get snatched up and you colonized over there. We are one. And if you don't even think so, understand that they see us as one. And I believe in general, as a race, we will be okay. I believe in general, as a race, we were the first people on this planet and we will be the fucking last. I believe that with every fucking thing in me. But these people are trying to drag us to the pits of hell with them. They are trying to drag us to the pits of hell with them. And they will be dragging some of us. Some of us will not make it. Some of us will not know, will not make it, will not see it coming, will not. And a lot of us will. We are still the majority of this fucking planet. We will be okay. And our continent is built up, building up, and kicking ass right now. And that's not lost on me. All this shit is connected. I know it in my fucking soul. Like you know it in your fucking soul. We know it. I keep telling y'all, people were laughing. Oh, they painted the one side of the wall black and it was all that stupid shit. They're trying to keep that's what the smoke with Canada and Mexico from jump was about, to try to make us not be able to run. They trying to, because they trying to lock us in. You told people, yeah, they so caught up in getting the Mexicans out. What the fuck Mexicans do to you, bitch? The fucking lettuce is like $5 for lettuce right now. $5 for lettuce. When a year ago it was 2 for $1. Let's call a spade a spade. They trying to lock us in here. But like I said, the Asians are gonna come for their people, like they came for their people over there, and the Africans are gonna come for their people, and that's all of us. And we're gonna get the fuck up out of here and let these people do whatever they doing. They're gonna clear it out for us. They're going to clear this country of themselves for us. They're going to do it themselves. They don't have enough community and culture to withstand what they are doing here. They did it to themselves. And we keep trying to, I don't understand. It's not for us. It's not for us to understand. They're not meant to understand. They're not, just like the plagues, and they could not comprehend, don't shit where you eat at. That's regular hood shit. Don't shit where you rest, homie. They couldn't understand that for centuries. It was out there. They would have been wiped out. And we saved them, going up there teaching them how to bathe and shit, for them to turn around and do what they did. Our punishment for saving them is over. It's a wrap. It's dubs. That's it. Cause we coming up. Our eyes are open. Our pineal gland all opened wide as fuck on November the 4th, and that bitch ain't closing no more. And they're still in denial. They still can't see what the fuck is happening. They still can't see for whatever. I don't give a fuck the reason. Your racism's so overwhelming you can't see, okay? Or God just blinded y'all to the truth of who you are so he could wipe you out. Either way. Either way. We're not standing up to help anybody but ourselves any fucking more. Yes, they are. Yes, the fuck they are. We gonna leave y'all here, the MAGAs, the white black MAGAs, and they gonna eat y'all. You don't know, again, you gotta know your history or you're bound to repeat it. These people were eating us. There's so much atrocities that occurred before, during, and after enslavement. So many disturbing atrocities that these people attempt to wipe from history, just like they're trying to wipe and burn books and all of that shit now. Wickedness. Their culture is wickedness. They were eating us. They have clothes made from our skin, y'all. This ain't a 1-2 thing. This ain't a, oh, this person, or oh, no, no. That's how they got down. That's who they are. It was never for us to help them. Every people in this world got shit with them. We all got shit with us. But the wickedness, their wickedness is overwhelming. And the irony, the ideology, the idealism of thinking that they are white Christian nationalists is the cherry on the fucking cake. The irony of all of it. Go get that done, girl. Go get that done. Um Listen, when you ain't got, when I just told you the Asian gonna come get the Asians, the Indians and the blacks are gonna come get the blacks. When this shit go to shit. You want to be stuck here with those people who gonna hunt you down to eat you? You good. Stay here. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I'm putting it in the air, bitch. If you don't know, I'm telling you. We might not even need the passports. They might just come and say, jump on this bitch. Run. We might have to do one of them, you see the move. We gotta make it to the fucking boat, bitch. We gotta battle and make it to the boats. Get the fuck up out of here. If you want to stay and with people who eat people, go right ahead. Go right ahead. We're not asking you to stay to do anything. Just like we all got that down. Well, 80% of us got that download. No, it was 94% of us black women got the download. 80% of the men. When that second download come, what's that movie? Y'all remember that old movie? It was a Stephen King movie. It was a mini series back in the day. You got to be old enough to know what a mini series is. It used to come on Channel 7, like Roots was a mini series. It came 5 days, whatever. It was a Stephen King movie. What is the name? It keep coming to me and going away. Where this shit went to shit. And people died from whatever. Starvation, whatever. Most of the people died, was out of here. And then everybody got a download. They either got the download from the dude to meet them from the devil, to meet him in Vegas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or they got the download, the stand. I knew it was gonna be Jamie, the stand. Or they got the download to find their way down to the lady, the old black lady in the Carolinas or Georgia. She was down south. I don't remember where she was. When the download come and speak to you, whether you hear that as your ancestors, whether you hear that as God talking to you, I don't know, whether you just know. And it tells you what to do. Mother Abigail, Yes, ma'am. If they tell you to go to Mother Abigail and you don't feel like walking, that's okay. You feel like going to Vegas instead, so be it. So fucking be it. Like Harriet Tubman say, we can't save everybody. Everybody doesn't want to be saved. And that's cool. That's fine. Some of y'all need to be tripped and shoved in their way so we can get free. MAGA supporters. Some of y'all need to be, and thank y'all for telling us all who you are. Your family, all of that. I hope they trip you and leave you in the dust to be barbecued when these starving Caucasoids come for that ass. When these starving Caucasoids come for that ass, I hope your family pushes you out the door and let them barbecue you. Make you into a stew or some gumbo. Don't tell us. Because we gonna walk to Mother Abigail house. If I gotta something tell me to walk my ass to the port, guess what the fuck I'm about to do? Walk my ass to the port. I'm about to find my fucking way to the goddamn port. If that urge ain't, if you can't understand what I'm saying, then you ain't get the first download, so you probably ain't gonna get the second. This conversation ain't for you. All right, y'all. So we gonna get up out of here. She said she think about going to Canada. Girl, go to Canada. Go visit. Go visit. My homegirl's in Canada right now. She went to visit. But she's like, what the fuck? But yeah, go to Canada. Get you whatever it is. We do what we got to do, baby. We're gonna do what we have to do. We're gonna take care of ourselves. We're gonna take care of the people who understand. The other 94, the 80. Unlike, we're not gonna let each other starve to death, bruh. They will. And you think you want to stay here with these people? Bruh, they're gonna let you starve to death, and then they're gonna start hunting you down to eat you. To eat you. And ain't no amount of tap dancing, ain't no amount of cooning, ain't no amount of none of that gonna be able to save you. It never has. All right, y'all. Hey, Deidre. I'm gonna get up out of here. I feel like I said some words. All right. Like the video, share the video, support the channel, send a donation if you can. It is thoroughly appreciated. Tomorrow I might come earlier or late. I have to take my daughter to a doctor's appointment at 1:00. So I'm saying that from now. I'm not gonna be here at noon. Matter of fact, I'll come in the afternoon. I'll be here the afternoon tomorrow, because by noon I gotta be leaving the house to take her to the doctor. All right. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.